Guys, welcome back. I'm going to give you a download on exactly what my Roman trip was. So from Florence, it's about a couple of hours by bus, so that's what we did. Now the important thing to note is that in this video, I will be showing you the main attractions in Rome. We were there only for a day and a half, so we couldn't do much. But I must tell you one thing, that Rome at night, it's just a beautiful, magical feeling to just be out on the streets. The lights are beautiful, the night setting is just gorgeous, and the cobbled streets, they just add up to the entire romance. So definitely go to Rome. It's got a great vibe. It's got a lot of history. The Trevi Fountain, I was mesmerized by the Trevi Fountain. The architecture, the detailing, it was fabulous. Vatican is actually really close to Rome. It's about 15-20 minutes away from the center. So you guys should definitely check it out. The initial plan, we take a car to Rome and we take a pit stop in between this place called Saturnia, which is like a thermal spring, hot water thermal spring place, and it is so beautiful in the picture. I've read so much about it, but unfortunately that was not meant for us at that point, and we couldn't do the car and all of that because we were so tired. So we actually took the bus directly from Florence to Rome. But Saturnia, we're going to come back for you in a couple of years. We're in the bus on our way to our hostel. We actually wanted to experience the entire hostel life, so we decided to book a hostel, but we did a private room, so we just wanted to be in the bus but also be a little away and have our own space.
We checked into our private room at the Freedom Traveller Hostel, and the first thing that we had to do was grab some food from a place downstairs. The food was really nice, and after which we napped. Here I am actually getting ready to go out and about in Rome. These were folks from our hostel, and that was our dinner. I forgot to record, so this is all I have from dinner, and that was the best pizza we'd eaten till date in Rome. The cacio e pepe, I don't know, I didn't like it so much. Maybe it was the wrong place. Of course, we had to get some gelato overlooking the Trevi, because that's what you do at night, don't you now?
Also, an important thing to remember is that you can rent these scooters out. They're by the brand Dot, and there are a couple of other brands, but they are just so much fun, and you should definitely get your hands on it and give it a try, because we really enjoyed it. I mean, going down the cobbled streets on your little scooter at night with wind blowing in your hair, it was so nice. It was so romantic. We're at the Colosseum, and we've taken a guided tour so that we get a better idea about the history and the culture, because it is so enriching to know. And this is what it is.
I am going to give you some trivia about Rome, which I learned on my guided tour. This was our guide, who was also a professor, so he had profound knowledge about the city and its history. Romulus, who was the son of the god of war and also the grandson of King Numitor, was the first ever king of the city of Rome. That is why the city is called as Rome. He actually formed the Roman Senate along with 100 men and actually gave the inhabitants of Rome a body of laws. All of this was happening somewhere around 700 BC. Now we move to 100 BC and the era of Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar transferred Rome from a republic to an empire, transferring power through ambitious political reforms. Julius Caesar was not only famous for his military and political conquests, but also for his steamy affair with Cleopatra. Cleopatra was the official lover of Julius Caesar, and Julius Caesar and Mark Antony were enemies, apparently because Cleopatra was also in love with him. The things that men do for love. Now coming back to the Colosseum, it was actually called the Flavian Amphitheater. The gladiators were trained to fight, and animals, everybody was involved in that fight. We'd see people from across the board, rich, poor, and women watching the fight. People used to actually live in the Colosseum in the 16th century, and paganism came to life, which is worship of multiple gods.
This is the Colosseum history of the walls. First century after Christ, 18th century.
The Colosseum was built over 9 years. Since bronze and iron were very expensive, it was built with marble that was exported from Greece. But in 1349, unfortunately, due to a massive earthquake, the Colosseum collapsed. But its imperfections are what makes it worth traveling all the way to Rome. I think that's the same with people, right? Imperfections make us beautiful, guys.
It's so hot today. I think it's almost 35 degrees, and we're walking right under the sun in this sweltering heat. Oh man, if you can see, I have tanned and how. But yeah, I think it's still worth it. There you go.
After the downfall of the Roman Empire, the barbarians took over and they started building towers but not palaces. The history of Rome is indeed intriguing, and I definitely recommend you do a guided tour, otherwise you will not understand any of the monuments and its significance. The tour really helped us break down the history and gave us a lot of knowledge which we otherwise wouldn't have received.
Bruschetta burrata,
Yes.
supplì, pizza ortolana.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Grazie. Thank you. These are famous supli. And this is my favorite. Burrata, bread, and some tomatoes. And it's really good too. Also, I don't know, it was so hot in Rome, man. It was the hottest day ever, and we decided to do an entire day full of activities. So the idea was actually to go to the Colosseum and directly from there grab lunch and then head to Vatican City to just see everything. But we were so exhausted that we went back home, had lunch and nap, and then we went to the Vatican. However, be wary of the timings. I think it's open till 6:30 in the evening. I went in at about 6 o'clock, so we missed going inside the Cathedral of St. Peter's, which is the Mecca. But well, what can we do? It wasn't written for us.
For those of you who don't know, Vatican is a city-state and it's actually the smallest country in the world. The Pope is the ruler of the Vatican City state. And you'll be surprised that parenthood is strictly prohibited in the Vatican City, so you can't give birth here. There are a lot of places to see in the Vatican City, like St. Peter's Basilica, Sistine Chapel, the Vatican Museum, etc. Unfortunately, we couldn't see it because we were late, and I told you, right? It was so hot and we were really down on energy. So yeah, we saw what we could and we really enjoyed it. St. Peter's Basilica is actually one of the most renowned pieces in the history of the Italian Renaissance. And when I actually saw it up close, it was just, guys, it was so, I can't believe that people of that century had the kind of intricacies and the eye for detail. Beautiful is an understatement.
And the streets of Vatican, and there behind me, you will see a castle. Yeah, right there. It's so pretty.
After visiting the Vatican City, we decided to walk back to Rome, which was a scenic and beautiful walk. We came across this river, which was really pretty. We had a couple of things to do on our task list, but I don't think that really happened. We were just enjoying the moment and going with the flow because we wanted to catch the sunset. and we came to this beautiful sunset point where you could hear musicians play, and the vibe was really nice, guys. Here's a quick time lapse to show you what the city looks like, and this is the sun going down. And yeah, we're back to the Trevi Fountain. We actually had a fabulous dinner. I think one of our best dinners in Rome, which of course I forgot to film. So you'll see some of these lying on the streets. Now this is very useful. It's from this brand called Dot, and what it does is it's basically an electric bike of sorts, and you just stand on it like so, and you start going, and there is your accelerator, and here is the brake. I don't think, oh, there is a bell as well. Okay, I didn't know that. So what you do is you just scan this, you connect your card. It is a fun little thing.
Good morning. Look at all these dark circles because we haven't slept. Anyway, guys, I would definitely recommend you go to Rome for maybe 2 to 3 days because the city has so much to offer. However, I must tell you that please don't do cities back to back like I did. I did Milan, Florence, and then Rome. So it got a little monotonous, to be honest, but it's okay. I mean, also another thing to remember is that we were really tired because of all the travel and the constant day tours. They really suck up all your energy. That too with 35 degrees in the sun. It is not easy to be a tourist, you guys. Okay, bye guys, that's it.